This contemplative exercise is called the Guesthouse of Grief. It's a contemplative practice. And to begin, I invite you to sit comfortably. Get yourself in a position where you feel grounded, where you feel your feet touching the floor, grounded beneath you. You feel your body being held up by whatever it is you're sitting on, your sound, and you are stable. Each of our sessions has a theme, and our theme now is simply I arrive. But we do not arrive alone, do we? The theme of the retreat begins with the saying, grieving what's not. It's a recognition that we all carry the reality of loss and change, of letting go, whether we want to or not. It may be that you are grieving a loved one, or an unfulfilled hope, or a previous chapter of your life, or even simply the way things currently are. Whatever the nature of your grief, you are welcome here, and it is welcome here. We begin with a poem that will serve as our guide. It's called The Guesthouse by a medieval poet named Rumi. I'm going to go ahead and read the poem now, and you can simply close your eyes or focus on a certain point that is helpful for you, and take in the words and the meaning of the poem, and maybe even imagine it, if you will. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight, the dark thought, the shame, the malice. Meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. I invite you to naming your guest. Let the words, the images of the poem settle in you. Close your eyes gently, or let your gaze soften and rest on a single point. Now take a deep, slow breath in, and a long, gentle breath out. Ground yourself in this moment, in the feeling of the chair beneath you, the air on your skin. I invite you to notice what guest you have brought with you today. What feeling or thought or emotion arrives when you consider the losses in your life? The things that are no longer here, perhaps a certain vision of how you hope life would be, or simply what is right now. Perhaps your guest comes as a wave of sadness, a dull ache of emptiness, a sharp pang of regret, a cloud of confusion, or even a flicker of anger. Whatever it is, notice the dominant feeling that seems to represent your grief in this moment. This feeling, this state of mind is your guest. It is perhaps the sorrow you are carrying, or the awareness of what is and is not. Take a moment to gently name your guest. Perhaps you call it my sadness, the emptiness, or the loss. Hold this name in your awareness. Now, at any point, if this becomes overwhelming, I want you to replace your guest with another guest, Jesus. And if and when you are ready, you can have your guest come back, or you can let him join you and Jesus. Welcoming the guest. Now imagine your body, your very being, as the guest house. It is a strong, stable, and welcoming place. You are the host, the calm, compassionate presence who owns the house and greets all who arrive. Picture your guest, your named grief or feeling of loss, knocking gently at your door. You are not surprised. You knew they were coming. Take a slow, intentional breath. On the exhale, let a sense of curiosity rise within you. Remember, the host does not judge the guest. The host does not try to change the guest. The host simply opens the door. Imagine yourself opening the door and inviting your guest inside. Say silently, "Welcome. I see you are here. Please, come in." Where do you invite this guest to sit? Perhaps on a comfortable chair across from you? Perhaps you offer it a cup of warmth. Sit with your guest. Take a posture of open, quiet attention. Your job as host is simply to be present, to be the witness. I want you to notice the details of your guest. What does this feeling feel like in your body? Is it heavy, tight, expansive, or restless? How would you describe it? And where do you notice it most strongly? You don't need to fix it or analyze it. Simply observe it with gentle curiosity. Remember, this grief, this feeling, is a guest in your house. It is real, and its presence is valid, but it is not you. You are the host, the awareness that can sit and observe the presence of the feeling. The grief is a temporary, a visitor. You are the enduring home. You are the capacity for welcome, compassion, and understanding. Let your heart soften toward this guest. If you were sitting with a dear friend who was carrying this exact grief, what would you offer them? Well, certainly you would offer them compassion, patience, and unconditional acceptance. Offer that same gift to your guest. As you sit across from your grief, your loss, breathe slowly and deliberately, letting your breath be a silent affirmation. I recognize your presence. I accept that you are real. I offer you my compassion. Allow the guest to simply be what it is. There is no need to make it stay longer than it needs to, and no need to rush it out the door. The host remains calm, centered, and open. You are simply being with your grief, not being your grief. Take one last, slow breath, sensing the stability of the host and the gentle presence of the guest in your guest house. This is the practice, welcoming all that arrives, even the grief that sweeps the house empty. Recognizing the guest, but identifying as the host, an unwavering awareness capable of great compassion. Carry this sense of spacious welcoming with you as we bring this practice to a close. And when you are ready, gently deepen your breath. Become aware of the sounds around you and slowly open your eyes. The door to the guest house is always open.